Yep. Well, welcome to Fans Banter. Yeah, Rio YNWA to Bayern Munich. Is that a possibility? Well, David Orstein has reported that Bayern Munich are very interested in Rio YNWA. They've made him their number one target for this summer to fit into their left-handed side of attack. We know Luis Diaz is there, another Liverpool player that went last summer. Liverpool didn't replace Luis Diaz when he moved with a left winger. They just used Cody Gakpo, and that was not to block Rio YNWA's path to allow him to become a first team player. It's been reported that Rio YNWA is well aware of the interest from Bayern Munich. Although there's been no official approach from Bayern Munich to Liverpool, Liverpool have deemed it necessary to release a statement to say that Rio YNWA is not for sale, and that should be it. But it won't be it, because it won't be it. Liverpool are also looking to sign Yan Diamonde, and they're also possibly mooted to sign Bradley Barcola. So if Liverpool, by some crazy turn of events, ended up getting both of these players to come and play under a new, fabulous, new, exciting, well-spoken, wonderful Iriola, whose press conference was absolutely amazing. He said all the right things, made all the right movements. Talked about integrating with the Liverpool crowd and the fans and hoping that Liverpool could see him as one of their own in the future and that he would have to earn that. Totally opposite, polar opposite to what Slot did when he first came in. Anyway, I didn't want to talk about him. Yeah, if Liverpool signed Yan Diamonde and Bradley Barcola in a sort of parallel world of football, let's say, Rio YNWA's future at Liverpool will be limited. That's for sure. That's for sure. His game time would also be limited. I think his contract is up in 2028. Liverpool have promised to renew that with a higher wage, probably to demonstrate how much they want him. But is he willing to wait that long? If Liverpool, as I say, got these two players, if they even got one of them, would Rio YNWA's time at Liverpool on the pitch be very limited? And would Bayern Munich look like a very attractive option? I don't know. Maybe it's just all nonsense, but it will drag on over the summer until Liverpool have made moves, let's say, for the players that are going to be coming in and the players that are going to be going out. So, Rio YNWA to Bayern Munich. Interesting. So, here, a beloved manager. He's a week out of work. Well, he didn't have to be a week out of work. He's turned down Fulham. Arne Slot has turned down Fulham, shows no interest, and says he's going to take a little rest from football, from all the stresses of Liverpool, I would imagine. I think some of the fans are glad he went. We can have a little rest from all the stress that he caused. Yeah, but the important thing is he's turned down Fulham. And is he just waiting? Is he waiting like a little snake in the grass, so to speak, to see how the Dutch get on at the World Cup? And if Ronald Koeman vacates the Dutch job after the World Cup, would Arne Slot be the man to lead the Dutch? It's a possibility. He may be a better manager dealing with the Dutch people than he was at Liverpool, but there is sort of noises going around that he may be waiting for that job. Well, it would depend on how Ronald Koeman does at the World Cup, wouldn't it? If they do bad, he'll probably get the sack. If they do well, he may be offered a new contract. He may consider that. I don't know what his contract details are, by the way. But yeah, he may continue as the Dutch manager, probably hoping to go into the Euros, depending on how well they do in the World Cup. So yeah, Arne Slot turns down Fulham, not interested, and quite possibly just waiting for the opportunities to manage his beloved Dutch team, the Netherlands. Arne Slot as a Dutch manager may be a good option for him. So what else have we got? But yeah, we have a little bit thing here from Konate. Yeah, it's not about money. It's really not about money. But it's all about money. Yeah, Konate quite possibly going to be the new unsigning for Madrid this summer. I think it all depends on some sort of weird election they have over there where they elect the club president. And he has promised, if he gets re-elected, and I think that's this weekend. My timescale might be a bit off because I've been working a lot and I haven't really had much time to catch up on news. But my timescale, I think it's tomorrow that election takes place. And if he's elected as the president of Real Madrid going into, I don't know how long that lasts for, a couple of seasons, one season, I don't really care about Madrid. Because the only reason I'm talking about them, because it's not about money. It's not about money. Well, yeah. It's been reported of a £20 million signing on fee. If if Konate goes to Madrid, which has been promised by the president if he gets re-elected. But more staggering than that, it's reported that his weekly wages would be over £400 per week. £400 per week for Konate. That translates to 24 million. Did I say £400? £400,000 per week, which translates to 24 million euros per season. Yeah, 24 million per season for Konate. Wow, that is a lot of money. And the signing on fee of 20 million euros. I wonder who gets that 20 million euros, by the way. I suppose some of that goes to his agents and some of it goes into Konate's bank account, I would imagine, because he's going on a free. Yeah. Although those numbers are not really confirmed, that's what's been mooted as the money that Konate will be getting at Real Madrid if all goes well. But yeah, it's not about the money. Yeah, so all that, I feel sorry for Konate because he didn't get what he wanted at Liverpool, and he was really wanted to sign, but just couldn't agree the little finer details about how much money he was going to get. Really, yeah, that's the details they couldn't come to an agreement with. If Liverpool had to pay him the 400 grand a week, he would have been Liverpool's highest paid player, and he's nowhere near good enough to be Liverpool's highest paid player, and that would have just led on to a snowball of other contracts going forward in the future. I mean, if Konate is getting 400 grand a week off Liverpool, what would Szoboszlai have wanted when his contract discussions come up? Yeah, no way, Jose. Yeah, Konate to Madrid looking more than likely as the time is going on, but we sort of thought that anyway, didn't we? Well, I did anyway. I said a few videos back that Konate would probably go to Madrid, but not before the World Cup. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's going to be announced now as soon as your man is re-elected. So yeah, staggering amount of money for Konate when you consider his ability as a footballer. Wow, huge amounts of money. But that's what it's all about. Well, no, it's not. It's not about the money. Yeah, really. Give me a break. So yeah, Konate, staggering amount of money. Slot turned down Fulham because maybe he's looking for the Dutch job in the future. And YNWA. Is there any possibility that Liverpool will let go of YNWA this summer for him to go and ply his trade in the Allianz Arena next season for Bayern Munich? Well, it would all depend on who and when and how many and whoever comes into Liverpool to play on the left wing or the right wing. And if you believe everything that you read in the papers, we're trying to sign everybody. That's Fans Banter.